look, you're a man of literature. You're a poet. You're a human being. You're a Palestinian. You're a father. You're a husband. How are you not consumed with absolute rage? It's so hard to hear any of this and not think this is a nuclear reactor of rage and anger and resentment that how do you manage that in your own body?
Yeah, I stick to my humanity, John. This is the only weapon I have.
How?
I keep my humanity in my heart, in myself. I try to be as supportive to my to my wife and 3 kids here, and also my family and relatives and friends in Gaza. I support them with everything I can. I call them, how are you? How are you doing? How was your day? People want to talk to us. People want to talk to us. I talk to them, and my father-in-law, God bless his soul, when he takes the phone, when I talk to him, he starts to make up stories. He just wants to talk to me.
Right.
So I try to be as supportive as possible. People in Gaza have not only been bombed by Israel, have not only have they lost their houses and they were bombed in their tents, but also no one is listening to them. I mean, it is different when a Palestinian journalist, does an interview with someone who lost his son, and from when someone outside of Gaza, a white man like you with beautiful eyes, when you talk to them, people would be relieved, oh, I'm talking to someone from America, he's gonna tell Biden and Trump about our suffering, and of course he will do something, when he tells the story, these people will change their minds and hearts. Israel has been denying the access of international journalists. Right. And this is another devastating thing, for people like you and others, to see things with their own eyes. And because, it gives us hope, when we see our stories out. But we need to see people outside of Gaza. John, I was in Gaza all my life, except for the time I was here to study and do my fellowship. The only outsiders I saw in Gaza were foreign journalists during the Israeli assaults, and some human rights, activists or maybe attorneys who come to Gaza maybe to talk to families. But visitors like you, maybe someone who wants, has a friend. My Mosab is my friend. I want to visit him in Gaza. Or I want to, see his family in the refugee camp. Or maybe I want to do a documentary with him. I've never seen anyone who said, I'm going to visit here, just maybe I want to swim in the sea. I want to see the strawberries. I want to see your father-in-law, how he takes care of his strawberry farm. And another shocking thing, I have never seen a passenger plane in the sky over Gaza, John, in my life in Gaza. The only planes I saw in my life are helicopters, drones, F-16s. I swear to God, you can ask anyone in Gaza. And nowadays, to be honest, because, I'm an honest guy, there is a new kind of planes that people are seeing. The aid planes.
Just dropping aid on people, boxes, right?
I mean, the amount of aid these planes are dropping doesn't amount to maybe 1 truck or 2 trucks. It's helpless, John. And these countries, with all, I don't know. I mean, I don't want to, with all due respect, but I mean, these countries are, fooling everyone. They say, we flew some planes, we are dropping food and blah, blah. This is not making any difference.
No, I think when access is finally granted, I think the world is going to be utterly shocked.
We did have some glimpse into what's happening in Gaza from the aid planes, when some of the journalists, took photos and videos. We did see. So we are not lying. This is not propaganda. We are not Hamas. We are not terrorists. We are not lying when we said Israel is destroying neighborhoods. When I every day I was posting that Israel is blowing up houses in Khan Yunis, in Shuja'iyya, in Beit Lahi, in Beit Hanun. That was not propaganda. This is what we saw in our eyes.
Right.
And this is what the cameras, the Western media journalists uncovered. It was true. Everything the Palestinian people said, it was true. When we posted about the 15 medics who were killed in Rafah in March.
Right, it's true. Right.
We were not lying, John. John, we were not lying.
They found the video. And unfortunately now, the Palestinian people are left without any agency and left helpless. And there's sort of an idea here like, you could just get them to release this and everything would be done. I don't think people understand just what you guys that are living there have been through, and the opportunities to have any agency over your lives, at all.
Yeah, John, I think what the Palestinian people need immediately is international protection.
That's what I don't understand, Mosab. What happened to international peacekeeping? What happened to just, why is Israel in charge of this? This makes no sense to me. This is the one thing that I just can't wrap my head around. Get an international...
Are you suggesting that Israel has more power than in Israel?
Right. I mean, I don't understand.
You're anti-Semite. No,
well,
you're anti-Semite.
I've been called worse. I've been called